What's going on, YouTube family? TradeModeJames here with Zone Trading Group. Today in this video, I'm going to give you guys a price action update for stock ticker Mvis, microvision, what I think's going on with this dip, why it's happening, and where we could end up after we recover from this dip. Guys, before I get into this video, I really am trying to grow the channel. It's very difficult in a niche stock like this, but I really would like to have 100 likes per video. So if you guys could please smash that like button below this video right now, just click it for me. It really helps a lot and it means a lot to me. All right. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, and all of you, please turn the notification bell on to get notified when I drop a video or go live. Let's get it. All right, guys, the first thing I want to talk about is what this dip is and why it's happening. In my opinion, all right, and take what I say with a grain of salt, okay? I'm not, a guru or a professional or anything like that. I'm just a retail trader just like you who has a fundamental understanding of price action, all right? What I'm seeing here is a liquidity grab, okay? This is a perfect example of a liquidity grab, all right? And I don't think it's anything more than that, all right? And they could be doing this on multiple stocks, but as far as microvision is concerned, it really looks like they're just grabbing the retail liquidity from all the buyers that have been buying since we dipped down to 261 back on, what is this, January 28th, okay? So for the last 3 months, we've had a crap ton of buyers. When you look at this chart, and you can see these levels of liquidity on the chart, okay? We have buyers that were buying here. We got buyers that are buying here, buying these big dips, okay? As we touch the trend line, we have a lot of retail liquidity laying around here, okay? And it would make sense from a market maker standpoint that they would want to attack that liquidity at some point. That doesn't mean the stock is tanking, okay? This is a very aggressive sell-off, and that leads me to believe that that's what this is, okay? Retail traders didn't just wake up on March 28, 2022 and decide all to sell at the same time and bring the stock down to 286. Okay, that's not what happened. You can look at the levels of liquidity in the market here, okay? And I'll try to mark them kind of quick here, but all these levels are areas where retail traders are buying, okay? And that's just what it is. These are all areas where retail traders are buying this stock, okay? These lines that I'm putting across the screen, these are all levels of liquidity. Like I said, retail trader money. And most of these retail traders are new. Most of the retail traders in the world are not professionals. They don't really know what they're doing. They know how to buy the dip, and that's about it. And they set stop losses, all right? And those stop losses get triggered when they bring this price down back to an area like this. All the buyers that were up in here have currently gotten wrecked, okay? And unless they held, they're going to get wrecked. If they have a stop loss at structure, that's something you learn when you first start learning price action. And even seasoned professionals use stop losses sometimes. If you're day trading or you're just scalping or whatever, they use stop losses, and they know where those stop losses are because that data is shared from the brokerages. They are in cahoots. So if you don't think your broker is in cahoots with the institutions, you should not be in this game, all right? Because they are. They're all out to get you. It is a giant conspiracy to take your money, and you must know that. If you don't know that, you're in the wrong game, okay? You really are. You got to know what you're playing against, okay? And it's unfair, but if you can identify these levels and you can know when they're doing these liquidity grabs and things like that, then you can kind of get some, what's the word I'm looking for? You can feel more positive about the stock you're in, knowing that this is just some short-term manipulation, and they're just, shaking out the paper hands and grabbing short-term liquidity before it goes back up. And that's what it looks like to me, okay? So this dark green area right here is a demand zone, okay? We had, some serious demand here back on February 24th. This was off the Ukraine news here. We broke out of this channel. We had a nice bull channel performing here. We broke out of this channel, came down to this level of demand, which right here, that's where it started. And then, we tested it again and then jumped right out of it again, which leads me to believe that now that we're back down here again, okay, we're probably going to be jumping out of here again at some point. And there could be variance in here, guys. There could be some variance. That's why I have a big zone here, okay? I have the zone listed from $3 down to 260, 261, okay? And you can see this descending wedge right here on the 4-hour time frame. The apex of this wedge is right here at 261, literally. If I put a line here, you'll see that the apex is right here at 261. That's not coincidence, okay? This is market geometry. These algos are trading. They have computers doing this. There's not somebody sitting there clicking trade, clicking buy, clicking sell. They have computers that are doing this, okay? And they do it by structure. It works off market geometry and levels of supply and demand, okay? And I'm not saying we're going to come down to 261 again, but we could. There could be some variance in this demand zone, and we could very easily come down to 261 again and be testing this at this point. I personally loaded another, I think, $5,000 in the last day or two. I put 1,000 here at this level of structure around 320 in case we jumped out of that. And, and I put another 3,500 today. I'm sorry, 3,500 right here in this demand zone today. I'm confident that we're going to be jumping out of this zone. And even if there is some variance and we do come down to 261, it is what it is. All right. This line right here across your screen, this purple line, that's my average on my main account, $4.69. So I am in the red right now. Okay. We are in the red. And I got my average down as much as I could, that I'm comfortable with. And I have a fairly large position in the stock, guys. I have almost 9,000 shares right now, collectively over 3 accounts. So, I'm sitting pretty good and I'm very confident. I would give this, in my personal biased opinion, 99% chance that we're going over 469. So I'm not worried about this at all. This is a pretty aggressive dip, but like I said, they had to do this quick. Otherwise, they wouldn't be making all the money. They got to grab this liquidity when they can and as fast as they can. And it makes sense looking at how this is played out. So in my opinion, guys, we're going to be jumping out of this demand zone, breaking out of this descending wedge, coming up maybe early next week, maybe middle next week, sometime next week. We're going to be breaking out of this descending wedge. I don't see us going below 261 ever again. If we do, I'll be shocked. And I'm actually kind of shocked moving back down here. This was a very aggressive liquidity grab, but it is what it is. We can't control them and they have no rules and they can do whatever they want. So it is what it is. But just want to give you guys some positive outlook here. I know this dip is crazy, but guys, we had a huge run from 261 to 585. That's a really big run. That's a very big run. There had to be some variance, I'm sorry, not variance, some pullback off that run. Now, like I said, a lot of people bought here. This was a good buying spot. I can't lie. Down here around $4, $4.15. That was a good spot to buy. If you got wrecked, you got wrecked. It is what it is. All we can do is try to get our money in good. It's the same as poker. I get my money in good. If I lose, I lose. It is what it is. But with stocks, I can hold. I don't have to lose. You don't lose anything unless you hit that sell button. All right. This dip right here is scaring all the paper hands out, scaring all the stupid money out. Only stupid people are selling here. Okay. You buy when there's fear, and that's just what it is. Everyone's scared here. They think the stock is tanking, but it's not. This is just another technique they use to make money. That's really it. And they do this across the board with almost every stock. They let it run. They make it look like it's reversing, and then they grab liquidity, and then it makes a higher high. That's typically what happens. So I'm pretty confident that we're going to be getting back in this channel at some point, especially if we break out of this wedge on the 4-hour time frame. We can really get some momentum. Now let's look at the SMA, the 50 SMA and the 200 right there across your screen. We have, like I said, it's reflecting the dip, so we haven't gotten the cross yet on the 4-hour. But once we break out of this wedge, this 50 SMA is very close. It's not going to take much of a move. Maybe if we get back up to 330, 350 to see this thing kind of do that, and you'll see the 200 kind of do that. We get that golden cross that could zoom us, boom us back up into that wedge. Back up into this channel. And that's kind of what I'm waiting for and looking for. And I do suspect that we are going to jump out of this demand zone. And like I said, if we don't jump out of this demand zone, which goes down from about $3 down to 285, the dark green area in this box, then we're probably likely coming down to 261, guys. That's just, it is what it is, okay? Now, this whole zone here could be reversed out of, obviously, but I think if we break 285, we're likely going to come down at least pretty close to 261, you guys. I just do. And they're going to have grabbed all the liquidity that happened all throughout here, okay? And that's just, it is what it is. But I do think we're going to reverse. I think we're going to be fine. We have a lot of stuff coming up. June track testing coming up. We have our earnings call coming up. A lot of stuff. I think we're going to get news soon, guys. It really feels like it to me that the news is just coming soon. It truly feels like it. It's been a long time, and I think that we're due for some kind of news. All right, partnerships coming up. I think they're in the works. I think a lot of stuff is coming up. All right, we got that video we saw the other day. That was pretty cool. I think we need to see more of that for retail traders to start stepping back in and get the ball rolling on the retail volume side. We've had low volume the last couple of days, last week or so, and we need some more volume. So like I said, guys, we're going to be fine. I'm super deep in this stock, and I truly believe in the tech and the company and where this is going. And I think all these shorts are going to be closing their positions here pretty soon. All these small and mid cap stocks that are so easily manipulated, we're going to see a big jump in those. I think we're going to see a large jump and a reversal in sentiment on these stocks coming up in the next couple months, maybe shorter than that. Okay. I was reading something that Melvin Capital was closing all their short positions. I don't know how accurate that is. I need to dig a little deeper, but for all these stocks that we're all in, AMC, microvision, all these, small mid cap stocks, I think we're going to see a big jump in the next coming months. I really do. And, there's a lot coming up for the market. I think the world is crazy right now, but this is a guy, that's the best time to get in is when the market is fucking insane. That is the best time. Look back to 2008. I was was not trading then, but I can look back at the stock charts and I can see what happened, right? Like crazy dips, crazy inflation, crazy things happening in the world, and then boom, everything just turns bullish. And that's what I think is going to happen here. You know, for this stock in particular, and like I said, all small and mid cap stocks, they're all going to reflect this. And that's kind of what I think is going to happen. But as far as this stock goes, guys, we're fine. Everything is good. This was an aggressive sell-off, but I think we're going to be fine. All right. Daily RSI. Let's look at that real quick. I'm talking in circles, but I'm trying to get everything said in one video because I haven't been streaming too much this week. I have a lot going on. RSI on the daily, almost oversold, around 34 on the RSI. That's low enough for us to reverse. And, you know, when you look at the chart, you look at the demand zones, you look at the actual zone, the larger zone, and the apex of this wedge, it would make sense that if we came down to about 30, we would, you know, be right there, time to reverse. So my prediction for this stock, next week, we're going to reverse out of this zone. And the next level we need to get above, just so you guys know, let's go back to the 4 hour real quick. We're going to need to get above $3 and roughly 20 cents. Okay. This is going to be the first level of structure above where price is right now. Okay. $3 and between 320 and 325 really. Okay. So we're just going to mark it as 320. So if you see price get over 320, just know that the reversal is likely in play up to the golden zone, because if I pull my fib here from, and let's just say that this is the bottom, we don't necessarily know, but if we use this as the bottom, a golden zone retracement would put us, a 50% retracement put us back to 436, okay? Between 436 and 473. Now, look, the confirmation we need to really know that the golden zone is activated is a close above 23.6, okay? So we would technically need to get above 356 with a close on a 4 hour or a daily to activate that golden zone. Until then, it's kind of up in the air, right? We could just, you know, screw around in this area between, you know, 290 and, you know, 360 for a little bit of time. Who knows? But the minute we get the close above the 23.6, per my rules and how I'm trained, is that the golden zone is now active. So we get a close above 360. Look for that golden zone. That's a good spot to get in because I think we're going to run back up towards that golden zone when that happens. Okay. The first level is 320. We got to get above that. But as far as the dip goes, guys, this is just a liquidity grab, I think, in my opinion. And they've done a great job scaring people out. The sentiment is very bad right now on Webull. People are talking crap about the stock. They always do. Reddit looks terrible. It always looks bad and doom and gloom when this is happening. And you know, these stocks are easily manipulated. It doesn't take much to do this. Okay. It really doesn't. Dark pool trading should be illegal. And you should be throw them in prison for doing this. It's honest to God, the most illegal shit I've ever seen, but they still continue to be able to do it. It's crazy. All right. So that's my personal opinion. And we're already starting to jump. If you see this right now, it's 2:18 p.m. I'm making this video and you already see kind of a reversal kind of playing out. 297 right now, almost back outside the zone. So we'll see if we break out here or we have to come down to 261. We're going to find out early next week. All right. So check back for that. Guys, I'm done. I've talked in circles for 10 minutes almost. Make sure you guys like the video. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. And if you guys want to join the trading team, obviously send me an email. Look at the screen at the bottom in the middle, zonetradinggroup@gmail.com. Everything's fine with the stock, guys. All right. There's not much to talk about here. We're at a demand zone. RSI on the daily, super low, around 34. You know, we're pretty close to having that 4 hour golden cross here, like I showed you guys. All right. It's right there on the screen. If I move the fib here, you guys can see it. And it reflects this dip, but we're pretty close. There's not much space in between the 50 and the 200. So I think when we break out of this wedge next week or the week after that, we're going to be seeing that golden cross and we could see some serious movement from this dip because this was a very aggressive dip. All right. That's it, guys. Peace and love from my end. TradeModeJames signing out. See you guys later.